Yo, what's going on? It's Elusive here, and today we're going to be discussing some of the things that went bad when I bought the CRZ. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so we got another CRZ video for you guys today. Today we're kind of going to be discussing the maintenance so far that, I guess, and the money I've spent so far on this since I bought it about a month ago. So I bought this car, I've stated in multiple videos now, about 3 hours away from me. It was a really good deal. It was some old lady's car since 2014 from the factory. So when I bought the car, became very apparent that there wasn't like regular maintenance being done on this car, which you kind of expect from Facebook Marketplace when you buy off of there. But I didn't know it was to this extent. So I'm going to go kind of in detail on what maintenance me and my brother have helped me do. My brother is a mechanic, so he gave me a hand with a lot of the stuff actually. So starting in the interior so far, the only problem we've really had is just a little dirty in here, so I'm going to be doing a detail this weekend, so we can look out for that. But other than that, the glove box was stuck closed. Somebody jammed something in the latch, and I've seen on forums it's pretty common for these glove boxes to fail, but in my case it wasn't the glove box that failed, it was that somebody literally jammed something in there. So my brother ended up actually unscrewing the handle, or the latch, whatever you want to call it, and then we were able to he was able to take a pick and pry whatever was stuck in there, and now it doesn't open yet still, but we have opened it, but now it won't open and close with the latch yet. So we got to figure that out. Yeah, I'm not going to buy a new glove box because it's too expensive. Personally, it's like 200 something bucks, and personally it's not worth it. I'm not going to use it. So that's where that sits currently. And then the other problem we had, I knew when I bought it, it was in the listing. The passenger side window would not roll down at all. The door actuator was actually bent and shit. Like I have a picture of it. I'll put it on the screen now. The door actuator is actually bent. So we actually ended up picking up a new door actuator from Honda. It was about 60 bucks. So we put a new door actuator in, and now the window goes up and down like it should. So both windows work now. The driver's side one always worked, just not the passenger side one. So now both windows work. Other than that, that was the only real problem with the interior. Everything else worked just fine. And then as far as other maintenance items we checked off the box, we did an oil change right away when I bought it, and then we did a transmission fluid flush. The CVTs have a lot of problems, so we figured just keep flushing it out. So every time we do an oil change now, we're gonna flush the fluid as well, just to keep this CVT running healthy. Like I said, I was trying to get a manual one, couldn't in time. There was actually somebody listing one close to me, and I was going to pick it up, but I never ended up getting it. So that was a shame. But yeah, we're going to keep trying to keep the CVT running strong. So we're going to do a fluid flush every oil change, and hopefully that keeps us going strong. My brother actually told me to buy. We bought 9 containers of the CVT fluid oil because they actually do not make CVTs anymore, from my knowledge. So we did that, so just in case they go out of production, we have a few laying around. But yeah, like when he was telling me, he's a Honda mechanic, he knows a lot more than I do. So what he was saying was the CVT is not a very common transmission anymore for the Hondas, and it's kind of going extinct. So pick it up now, and it's actually pretty cheap. It was like a little bit less than oil, so it was pretty cheap. And then as far as other things I didn't notice when I bought the car, so I recommend when you buy a car, yeah, I've watched all these videos too, make sure you do a full inspection on it. There's some things I did not check when I was buying the car, and this is all my fault. So when I bought it, the wheel did not turn all the way to the left. It only turned about a half a turn to the left. So that was something I didn't check for some reason. Like I usually do check everything, but I definitely did not check that. I knew I didn't check it, and I was so upset because I was like, what do you mean? I thought this was working. And yeah, that was an issue. So I will explain in detail what the hell that was all about. My brother, when he first noticed it, he kind of mentioned it could be the steering rack. And as some of you may know, this has an electric steering rack, and this guy's going like 15 miles an hour, bro. So this car has an electric steering rack, and they're pretty pricey. I mean, you can probably get them for less than $1,000, but again, that's another $1,000 that I would have to spend for something that I didn't think I would need. What the fuck is going on, dude? Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, so he thought right away it was, not right away, but he kind of considered to me, okay, it could be the rack, could be this, could be that. This thing needed an alignment to begin with, and when we put the thing on the lift, the ball joints were very, very loose. I mean, you could move the wheel probably 1/8 of a turn, like shaking it back and forth. It was shaking like a motherfucker, so that was not safe. We ended up replacing, well, I shouldn't say I ended up, my brother ended up helping me out replacing the ball joints, the front ball joints on this, because they were actually the wrong parts. So when we looked into this, the ball joints my brother had taken off were too small. Like, he ordered a set of the 2014 Honda CRZ ball joints, inner and outer, I believe, and the inner ones that were on there were from a 2011-2010 CRZ. So that was interesting. Somebody literally put on the wrong parts, and after that, he got it aligned. Took it to an alignment shop, got it aligned, and the thing turns just fine now. So I don't know what the hell that was all about. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at the car quick outside once. So yeah, they ended up having the wrong ball joints on, which was stupid to me, because you can get both from factory still. It's not like you can't get them. That's why they put them on. So I didn't understand that at all. That was weird. But yeah, that was the issue, why it wouldn't turn to the left fully. But now it turns a turn and a half to the left and right equally. So that is all figured out and good. But as far as other issues, we just have a little bit of a rattle when it's idling. Sometimes it has a little bit of a rattle in the back, but other than that, it runs efficiently, runs smooth. That could have been really bad though if it was a steering rack, because then, you know, it's almost $1,000 rack probably, and yeah, that could have been really bad. And then as far as the engine bay, everything is going great. It always starts up, everything like that. Gonna be doing a valve adjustment, coolant flush, so all the regular maintenance that they didn't do. We did the intake filter and cabin filter. So like I said, we're just making this thing OEM as possible. But yeah, so far it's been a champ, other than those problems. Also, when I bought it, I don't know what the hell happened between when I bought it and now, but the left headlight was out when I bought it. So I don't know what happened, and I just kind of went in this rabbit hole the second that I bought this car, pretty much. But I didn't know how much factory HID headlights cost. And if you want to buy the headlight from Honda, like literally just the bulb, it was $400. I shit you not, $400 for a headlight bulb. And at first I shit myself, but you can still find aftermarket replacements that are just as good, if not better. So yeah, don't be discouraged from OEM prices sometimes. But yeah, I was discouraged the first second. My brother told me that. He's like, yeah, it's some complicated OEM system. I was like, that is some horse shit. So yeah, if you're looking into get headlights for this thing, just be aware that they might be really expensive. So I actually ended up picking up a set from I think from Sylvania. It was about $60 a bulb, so I just replaced both sides right away, that way they're the same color. But yeah, that was a little scary as well, because when I bought the car, both headlights worked. When I bought the car, one fog light was out because it's got water in it. So I knew that already, but they're like 20 bucks. So, but yeah. So yeah, that was scary. Definitely did not know that. But yeah, as far as maintenance goes, I'm gonna put up a final price of what I've paid so far. I think it's got to be under $700 so far, and that was with headlights, and that was with, you know, all that other stuff that I had to not had to replace, but optional maintenance as well. So far I probably into this thing about 5,700 or so, which ain't really that bad, and this thing runs pretty good, no problems. I still wish I would have found a manual one of these, but it is what it is. We got time in the future yet. Don't be holding myself back yet. Yeah, as far as just driving around, this thing is awesome. I mean, I always have a blast in this thing. Took it to work all last week. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fun car. Great sound system, great gas mileage. You really can't ask for much more from a daily right now. Just wanted to share a shorter video with you guys today. The CRZ is running strong. It's fun as hell. So yeah, that's kind of my update on that. So learn from my lesson. Always check everything before you buy a car, even if you think it's a dumb feature that is cheap to fix. Always check everything, because I didn't know the glove box was stuck. I didn't know the whole steering situation. So always check everything, and obviously do your research before you buy a car. Like, I knew the common symptoms of this car. Just make sure you do your research. That's a fucking RS6. That guy deserves my fucking life. That guy's a G. I don't know who you are, but I want you. Damn, I'm jealous as fuck because my RS6 don't work right now. So yeah, RS6 will be getting, my silver RS6 will be getting a new clutch sometime soon. All the parts just came in, so that will be happening very soon as well. So be on the lookout for that. RS6 has not been driven for about a month and a half now. The clutch has been slipping, and just a few other problems that have been associated with the clutch. So we've been on the back burner with that until we get some time to fix it. But that'll be soon, as well as I miss not driving that car. It's a fun ass car. So, but as far as CRZ, look out for detailing videos. I'm on my way to Walmart right now to pick up some detailing stuff. So that will be commencing this weekend. I got off this whole weekend, so be on the lookout for that. And that being said, thanks for checking the video, and adios, motherfuckers. See you next one.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but